turned into the handsome features of a young man. His grey hair flowed down his bare back, still tangled with seaweed, and his red eyes remained fixed upon the woman in the pool. As he waded closer, swimming the final yards, she reached a hand out to him. "Samhain blessings to you, my love," she said.
"And to you. Another year begins tonight, and may it be as blessed as those that have come before."
"Every year we spend together is a blessing.
"You look enchanting,"
he said, and pressed a kiss on her knuckles. Her response was a smile as he pulled her into his arms. The warmth of his skin was a shock after the coolness of the water, and she savoured that contrast as she breathed in the scents of sea salt, spring water and rain. While he nuzzled her neck, his strong arms braced her against the pool's edge, and she tangled her legs with his. Their lips hovered millimetres apart, and her eyes closed in anticipation. He was about to close the gap when his nostrils flared and his head twisted to the side. A growl disturbed the night's melody, and her eyes snapped open. It was not a sound she often heard from her lover, and she felt the first hint of disquiet. "What is it?" she whispered, lips close to his pointed ear. He turned to look at her, eyes blazing red like lava, like freshly spilled blood.
"There is an intruder in our domain."
Casting her senses out, she searched for anything that might alert her to the presence of an outsider. After a tense moment, she realised she was looking for the wrong signs. There was no loud, destructive presence, nobody forcing their way into the garden with brute force. Instead, she found the barest hint of standing water turning stagnant, moisture rotting roots, and fertile soil turning into sticky mire. With her attention drawn to the right place, she detected the first tentative roots of corruption. A strange consciousness touched hers. Encircled in the arms of her lover, in what should have been the safest place in the world for her, Lady Bergamon grew terrified for the first time in centuries. Thursday. Chapter 2. A Call for Help. The crack of a log in the fireplace startles me awake from dreams filled with hunt, chase, and fresh blood. My eyes fly open, but even before my surroundings register, I become aware of a presence. Adrenaline courses through me, heralding a familiar fear, but it subsides when I catch the soothing scent of wood smoke. Blinking in the restless light of the fire, I find Wishhearth crouched on the hearthstones. The tail of his coat rests on a burning log, but does not catch fire. His face is a landscape of deep shadows and orange highlights.
"Lady Bergamon needs you,"
he says, none of the usual lightness present in his voice.
"She needs you now."
A yawn forces my eyes closed, and when I open them again, he is gone. All that remains of his visit is a patch of warmth on the hearthstones. I reach for my phone to check the time. 1:30. Sleep beckons me, but I resist the temptation. Wishhearth would not have woken me in the middle of the night if it was not important. My growing concern banishes the fatigue weighing down my limbs. Fumbling in the dark, I dress and head for the stairs, still rubbing sleep from my eyes. My mouth tastes like brandy and fur balls, but splashing cold water on my face helps dispel some of the fogginess from my mind. In my office, I stumble over a box by the door and mutter a curse. Karrion and I spent last night in New London, providing food for the homeless, and I had forgotten I'd left the supplies in my office when I returned. As I rub my sore shin, I wish I had taken the time to put everything away. The night air is cold and damp, and I zip up my jacket as I take the stairs 2 at a time. In the yellow glow of streetlights, the dark houses have an eerie feel to them, and I glance around to find I am the only one awake. My car, recently repaired after the crash, is parked in an alley next to the terraced houses. When I round the corner, a figure moves by my car, and I jump back, calling upon the claws of a bear to defend myself with. Even as my fingers contort, I recognise him.
"Are you always this jumpy?"
Wishhearth asks.